Good morning, children. This is the lecture for class 9, chapter 1 of moral science. In the last lecture, we had discussed about the chapter I am unique. In this chapter, we have two stories. In the last lecture, we had discussed one story that is regarding the birds, in which the birds were comparing and they felt bad of themselves in comparison. So, we have learned from that story that whatever the talents we have, we should be thankful to God, whatever God has given to us. So today, children, we are going to take the same chapter, page number 6, and on the page number 5 some of the questions are there. Already I had given you the answers last week, so please copy all the question and answers in your moral science copy. Now we are going to take today page number 6 of chapter number 1, I am unique. So as the name of the chapter is I am unique, and we had already discussed that every person in this world have some uniqueness, some gifts that God has given. As you can see in the picture, children, in this already they have written, if you find a child crying all alone on the street, please take the child to the nearby Aadhaar card office. They will identify the details of the child if his or her Aadhaar card is made. So you can see one child is there. So that child was crying alone on the street. So if we find such type of children and we take them to the Aadhaar card office, so by showing the fingerprints, eyes, all the details of the child we can find. Why? Because the fingerprint of that child, this type of fingerprint only he is having. We all have different type of fingerprints in the world, different type of eyes we have. So that is why when we make the Aadhaar card, always they take a click of our eyes as well as they take our fingerprints, because we have unique type of fingerprints. So because of the fingerprints, the child, if the Aadhaar card is made by his parents, so definitely all the details regarding that child we are able to collect all the details. So what we are trying to say by giving you that example, by showing you that picture, that every individual has a unique fingerprint. Okay, so it is not a miracle. This is a gift from God. So what we have to do, we have to find our uniqueness. Why, which type of talents we have, why we all are unique. Sometimes it happens we know our uniqueness, but we don't feel happy about that, and we do not thank God for what we are and what we have. Instead of that, we compare ourselves with others and feel guilty for what we are not and what we do not have. So it's a nature of human beings. Whatever we have, we never thank God for that. But we don't have, if suppose we don't have anything, another person is having the same thing, we always try to compare our merits and demerits with that person. But instead of counting our merits as a demerits, we should take them as a merit, and we should not compare ourselves with others. We should always thank God whatever God has given to us. There is one quote, a man is fully alive in the glory of God. Which type of person is always happy? If person thinks that whatever the God has given me, I am happy with that. Whatever the situations we have in our life, we have to adjust ourselves according to the situation, and we should not compare ourselves with other persons. So if we are happy, then we can glorify God. And if we thank God, whatever He has given, only then we are happy. In your book, they have given the glory of the God is the beauty of His Spirit. It is not an aesthetic beauty or a material beauty, but it is the beauty that emanates from His character, from all that He is. So, children, what we are and what we have all are precious and unique gift from God. We must use ourselves for the glory of God and we give joy to the people. We should not neither boast about oneself nor look down upon others. Both are equally wrong. When we boast, he or she thinks that gifts and talents are his or her merits. They take the ownership by themselves without giving the glory of God. Glory, we should always thank to God whatever the God has given. If we appreciate someone, so if the front person is thinking that it is not a gift of God, it is my own talent. So who has given the talent? Only the God has given the talent to us. So we should always thank God whatever He has given to us. So one more story is there in your book. As you can see in the picture, 4 persons are there. One is the landlord, landowner. He has having some land, and others are 3 servants. So landowner, he gave 5 acres to one servant, 3 acres to another, and 1 acres to the third one. Now after giving them the land, he went to abroad for a year. After 1 year, he came back and called his servant to hear about what they earned during that 1 year. The first said, "Sir, you gave me 5 acres of land. I cultivated the land and earned 5 lakh rupees for you." Landowner has given him 5 acres of land and he has cultivated the land and he has earned 5 lakh rupees. Now the landowner said, "Well done, you are great. I will give you the ownership of the land." Now he asked the second one first. He asked the second one and he has given him the answer, "Sir, you gave me 3 acres of land. I cultivated the land and earned 3 lakh rupees for you." Means he has given 3 acres of land and he has earned 3 lakh rupees. The landowner said, "Well done, you are great. I will give you the ownership of the land." So he has given that land to that person. Now it is the turn of third servant. He asked the third servant. So he said, "Sir, you gave me only 1 acre of land, but you gave 5 acres to one and the 3 acres to another. So I left your land as it was. You may take back your land." The landowner said, "You wicked servant, I will take your 1 acre and give it to the one who is having 5 acres. Now what we have understood from the story, children? The first servant was having 5 acres. So he has earned 5 acres from that land. The second one is having 3 acres of land and he has earned 3 lakhs from that land. The third servant is having 1 acre of land, so he can also earn some money from that. But he was comparing that the first one is having 5 acres and second one is having 3 acres. I only have 1 acre. So he has not done anything. He has not cultivated anything. So what he has done? He has not understood the value of gift that landowner has given to him. What he should do? He should also try to cultivate something on that land. So Maybe he can earn the money, but he has not done anything. So he was countable before the landowner had and did not cultivated anything. So he should not do like this. What he should do? He should count his talent. He should understand his talent and his responsibility. And he should also make use of that land. But he has not done anything. So what we have understood from the story? We have understood that first thing is we should not compare. Whatever we have, we should be happy with that. Second thing is we should understand and develop our own talent and giftness, and we should use them. And always God, the creator, whatever he has given us, we should consider them as unique gifts. Suppose if you have your friend and if he has some talents but he was not able to understand which type of talent he was having, and so how you can make him understand his uniqueness and his talents. So what you will do for your friend? The first thing is that you should help your friend to identify his or her uniqueness. And how he can understand the uniqueness? By understanding, appreciating and encouraging their unique talents. So we should always help our friends. We should always help them in understanding their uniqueness, which type of talents they have. We should always appreciate. We should always encourage their unique talent. And if we are doing those things, we can glorify God. Because if we are appreciating them, we are helping them to understand, we are encouraging that, it means we are providing joy to those people. We are not boosting them. We are not, we want to give them the understanding which type of good talents they are having by simply encouraging them, making them understood their responsibilities. So this is all about the chapter. So children, in our life also, whatever we have, we should be happy with that, and we should always thank God for what he has given us, because he is the creator. He always has plan for us. So talents, everyone, we all are talented. The thing is that we have to see, we have to feel, we have to see inside our mind, we have to see inside our soul which type of talent we have and which type of talents we can develop, so that we can get achievement in our life. So this is all about the chapter, children. Now on page number 8 you have some question and answers. So I will give you the answers of the questions. So first we will discuss the question and answers. Okay, the first question is, what did you learn from lesson 1? I am unique. Write briefly. So what we have understood? We have understood from the lesson we have understood, we have learned that understanding and developing one's own talent and giftness is an unalterable responsibility of each individual. It is our accountability before God, the Creator, who has blessed us with such unique gifts. It's our responsibility to understand, appreciate, and encourage these uniqueness. Okay, this is the answer of question number 1. Now the question number 2 is, why did the landowner take back the land from the third servant and gave it to the first servant? Because the third servant has not understood the value of gifted land. He was countable before the landowner and did not cultivate. Now the question number 3 is, how would you help your friend to identify his or her uniqueness? So as I told you, I will help my friend to identify his or her uniqueness by understanding, appreciating, and encouraging their unique talents. Question number 4 is, how can you glorify God? The answer of this answer is, God may be glorified by using ourselves to give joy to the people. We should neither boast ourselves nor look down upon others. So these are the question and answers. These questions you have to copy in your copy, moral science copy. Other than that, 4 true and false are there in your book. So those true and false you have to do it by your own. Thank you, children.